Hi there, I'm Shannon Howard. I'm going to talk a little bit about how music's been a big part of my life and how writing has been a big part of my life. My father was a minister and had a variety of instruments and sound equipment available to me all the time. I guess you could say I used that to my advantage. There wasn't anything to do out where we lived. We lived in the middle of nowhere. We were, the closest thing to us was a Seminole Indian reservation. We ended up moving to Florida Panhandle sometime later. I began working with several people across the South. I spent several years in Arizona where I continued to sing and work with people out west. I moved to Southwest Florida again where I was able to play the tambourine and sing backup for the Gumbo Boogie Band. The cool thing about that is that the drummer for that band is Chaz Trippy, who used to be the drummer for the Allman Brothers Band, so I thought that was really super cool. I got really excited about it. I grew up in a very musical family, okay? This is a picture of me playing the piano at my grandmother's house. Ta-da! There I am. Okay, playing the piano at my grandmother's house. Everybody in my family either plays an instrument or sings, so it's just become like family tradition for us to all, gather around at some point of the family function or event or whatever and sing. So it's just been a big, huge part of me and who I am. This is a journal, another artifact. Look at it. It says my stage name, Yoa, and my band name that I'm going to have eventually, Yoke of Affliction. And inside are, the songs that I write. So it's kind of neat. And I always use those. I like those kinds. But anyway, so while living in North Florida, I had the advantage of living in the South. Yes, that's different from South Florida. Way different from South Florida. It was cool because I got to take all that 4-part harmony that I grew up with and incorporate it into blues, funk, and folk pieces that I got to do with different people. One of my favorite projects was a band out of Athens called 6 Foot Swagger. While working with them, I gained the experience with more progressive folk music and southern rock, incorporated with that. Out west, I gained even more of a knowledge of music while working with a good friend of mine who was a music intern at a church I was attending there. I learned a lot about music theory, which I needed as a writer. I also gained more experience with my connection to the audience because I got to sing back up with a band called Hot Honey in Prescott. So this gave me my first experience to a secular audience, which opened even more doors for me in the entertainment realm. Continued writing all along. And then I moved back to Southwest Florida, and with my new experiences, it set me up with the opportunity to work with a band in Sarasota, Florida called the Gumbo Boogie Band. I gained this opportunity from a friend who was a music major and who played the trumpet for this band. I was invited to a festival, and they asked me like about a half hour before the show to jump up on stage with them, sing back up, and play the tambourine, and I said, heck yeah. And then it was probably, halfway through our first set where I realized, oh my goodness, the drummer is Chaz Trippy, and he was a former Allman Brother, and I freaked out, and I played every single song, played the hell out of them, and got blisters all over my hands, and never forgot it. It was great. Great experience. Right before moving to Panama City, I had the pleasure of working on a rap song with a fellow friend, a writer of mine, who's now in Nashville, and he's doing country music, if you can believe that. And I have an actual picture right here of that, and this is me recording my first rap song, and probably my last. Anyway, over the course of the years, I've done so many projects and I've finished so many projects and everything, and I love it so much. So where do I go from here? Well, after much consideration, I've decided to start my own band called Yoke of Affliction this year, and I plan to record a few tracks and start my own website so people can go there and see it. I'm also going to be heading up writing and singing for a small band at Happy Days on the Beach. So it looks like my fingers have a lot more blisters to earn. And I intend on doing everything I can to work hard at achieving those.